The original NBC Peacock logo made its debut back in 1956, 3 years after the network first began broadcasting in color. We've had many different logos before and since, but this fall we're getting our most dramatic makeover ever. NBC recently rounded up 7 of the biggest names in animation and design in this country and gave each of them the assignment of reinterpreting the NBC Peacock.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
That was then. This is now.
Everything I put my hands on, I made feathers out of. Everything except real peacock feathers, although I was thinking about it.
Before he did Techno Peacock, David Daniels made music videos and some very memorable commercials.
So take out your calculator and break it in a little bit. Sure, food is practical, but so is polyester. Logic, no. Fun, yes. And if you can't figure it out, what? We know. Sorry about that.
Daniels did 2 new peacocks, one with the technique that he invented called clay stratacut.
Psychedelic meatloaf in motion. I think that's a pretty good phrase, actually. I have no problem with that.
It's 10 seconds long, but we actually wrote a feature. We had 90 minutes of it, and we had it. And what was left after the censors got through it, all the network people, was 10 seconds, and that's what you get.
As the reigning bad boy genius of animation, John Crispolucci has long enjoyed challenging the censors, who balked at his most controversial series, Ren and Stimpy.
No! You mustn't! He is our master!
Like Crispolucci himself, this peacock does as he pleases.
I don't know what hip is. I really, I just do what I believe in, and I believe in colorful things coming out of your butt.
My intent was just to make something that would be beautiful to watch. We've written a lot of our own software to be able to make imagery which is just what we want it to be and not what anybody would think of as being computer-generated imagery.
Mark Malmberg used his software expertise to visualize the music of the Grateful Dead, as well as his version of the NBC Peacock.
I'm not too familiar with animation. I mean, I'm familiar with line, and I stuck to what I know how to do and translated into Peacock, but that's about it.
The source of Al Hirschfeld's fame is his elegant character drawings. Now, after more than 70 years of pen and ink, the Peacock will bring him his TV debut.
You sit before a blank piece of paper and you create a problem and you solve it to your own satisfaction. And how this is done, I don't have a clue, but that's the way it works, I think.
They said, we got this logo, see? And we want to do something with it, see? And so that's, show us some ideas.
Hey, Beavis, I got an idea.
Yeah, me too. Let's go over to Stuart's house and burn something.
For MTV, Sadelmeyer animated Beavis and Butthead, 2 of the most infamous and antisocial cartoon characters on television. His work for NBC was more socially acceptable.
Complete free reign. That was so beautiful. It says, Peter, we'd love for you to do the NBC Peacock. I go, really? That's great. Can I do what I want? They said, yes.
A pop art success story in the 60s, Peter Max is back in the 90s. In his second career, Max is alive and well and working in digital computer graphics. The new Peacocks will be coming to a television near you in a few days. But where should the Peacock go from here?
I would integrate the Peacock into the airing schedule. I would have the Peacock walk on right in the middle of the Seinfeld show in an animated form on the screen and have Seinfeld respond to it.
If I was going to be asked to do 20 Peacocks, I would just have such a ball. I would create one every couple of weeks and just make him do all kinds of things.
Well, he could mate, I guess, and bring you many more peacocks.
Thanks, John, but don't call us. We'll call you right after this station identification. Now, this was just a sneak preview. Officially, the new Peacocks won't start airing until next Monday. But now that you've seen them, we'd like to know which one you liked best. So grab a pencil, because this morning we have a special toll-free number for you to call to vote for your favorite new Peacock. First, we're going to show you the choices again. You need to note the number of the bird you like best in order to vote. All right, here we go. This one is number 1. It's the David Daniels Techno Bird. Number 2, the David Daniels Clay Meatloaf Peacock. Number 3 is John Crispolucci's Looney Tune Peacock. That's the one where the feathers came out of the peacock's rear end. This is Mark Mahlberg's Little Particles Peacock. Al Hirschfeld's Black and White. J.J. Sadelmeyer's Microphone Peacock. It eventually turns into one. Peter Max's Kaleidoscope Peacock. And finally, at the end of our segment, Joan Grotz's Impressionist Peacock. The number to call to cast your vote is 1-800-NBC-POLL or 1-800-622-7655. Remember, you must vote now, and you must have a touch-tone phone. You also, of course, need to know the number of your favorite Peacock in order to vote. We'll give the results of our Today Show Peacock poll next Monday. And we're back in a moment with more on Today, right after this.